friends, I am back to teach part 2 of adjectives. I hope that you were successful in sorting the adjectives from the non-adjectives in your previous activity. Now we're going to look at a different way that we can describe objects or nouns. Remember, a noun is a person, a place, or a thing. Right now, we're going to be looking at sorting words or adjectives by the sense that they ask us to. There are 5 senses that we can use to describe things. We have smell, taste, sound, sight, and touch, when we touch with our hands. And they've given us 3 objects to look at to describe with words or adjectives, describing words, using our sight, smell, and touch. For example, rose. This is a rose, so it's a thing. I know that roses are thorny. If you touch them, they're going to maybe prick your finger. So I would use the word thorny to describe the touch. We have sight. I'm sorry, I should have said this before. Our 3 categories for senses today are sight with our eyes, smell with our nose, and touch with our fingers. Now, I also know that when I smell a rose, it's going to smell sweet. So I'm going to use the word sweet to describe the smell of a rose. And then I see with my eyes that it is a red rose. So using my sight, I can describe that as a red rose. So if I was using all 3 adjectives to describe my rose, I would say it's red, sweet, and thorny. Now what about the cheese down here? I know when I look at the cheese, I see that it is yellow. So I'm going to use the word yellow to describe the cheese that I see. What about smell? Sometimes people think that cheese smells stinky. So I'm going to use the word stinky to describe the cheese that I see. And then when I touch the cheese, I think it depends on the kind of cheese that you would have. Some cheese is going to be soft and some cheese is going to be hard or rough. I notice that the cheese has holes, so that makes me think of Swiss cheese. And I feel like cheese that is, or Swiss cheese is sometimes more hard than it is soft. So I'm going to use, and I notice it has holes, so it might feel rough to my skin. So I'm going to use the word rough to describe my cheese. So we could say that this cheese is yellow, stinky, and rough. And last but not least, because chocolate chip cookies are so yummy, I know that when I see that chocolate chip cookie, I know it is brown. It's a brown cookie. So I'm going to use my sight to describe it as brown. Now I can just imagine chocolate chip cookies baking in my kitchen and what it would smell like. I know that it would smell delicious because I personally love the smell of chocolate chip cookies baking in the oven. And if I touch that cookie, unless I burn it and overcook it, that cookie is going to feel soft. So I'm going to use the word soft to describe the chocolate chip cookie. So if I was reading all the adjectives that go with that cookie, I would say it's a brown, delicious, soft cookie. All right, friends, now it is your turn to use your senses to help you describe the objects in the next slide. Good luck. I can't wait to see your hard work.